what can sort of Town fans expect? He's a midfielder, of course, but his strengths, things we should look out for.
Yeah, when he was a young player coming through at under 21 level, he was viewed more as I guess what you would say in modern terms, like an 8, somebody who goes between the 6 position and the 10 position. Somebody who is good at carrying the ball, but also quite aggressive in the tackle. If you need him to be creative, he can be, threading balls through and stuff. But as he established a role in the first team with Sunderland, he became more of a number 6, really. When we were in League One, when he first came through in the first team, we had Corey Evans. He was the captain. Corey Evans played in that position. And Dan kind of nestled in there alongside him. And then as Corey Evans moved on, as we moved into the Championship, he kind of made that position his own, really. He was an ever-present in the team, playing at the base of the midfield. But and I said this when we recorded our podcast, he came around at a time when Sunderland had been languishing in League One, and not to disrespect any of the players we had at that time, but they were League One midfield players. So more often than not, they would receive the ball and would probably pass it back to the goalkeeper or to the nearest man. I think the loose term is probably a crab. We had a lot of them in League One, whereas Dan Neil had the ability to take the ball at the half turn and straight away split a midfield to pieces with a pass. Like, he has genuinely got that ability. Not the quickest. I wouldn't say he was particularly slow, but he's not quick either. I think he's probably got a lot more to give further up the field. I think he could really offer a team quite a lot if he's played a little bit further forward. But in terms of what we saw at Sunderland, he was a 6. He played in front of the defence. He was the guy who kind of pulled the strings through the middle of the pitch. And occasionally came up with some great goals and assists. I mean, if there are any highlight reels out there, you'll see quite a lot of decent finishes from him. There's one immediately springs to mind away at Swansea when we were getting beat 2-0 and we came back to win 3-2. He got the second goal. He spanked it into the top corner. There was another which I think was against Norwich, which might delight your fans hearing that. But I think he chipped the goalkeeper at the Stadium of Light. So he's got that technique. He's got real ability, and a lot of room to grow. He's still a young man. I think he's only 24, coming up 25 in the summer. So really, you're talking about the next sort of 4 years, he's going to be entering his prime. So whilst we only saw a version of Dan Neil who played in front of the back four, I think in the right system, he could play a little bit further forward, and maybe with the right coach, he will get that opportunity to show a bit more of that flair and creativity that he's got.